In today's training, we're going to talk about learn how to make your post better and more appealing by taking better selfies. All right, so selfies. Post a selfie. I've been looking at a lot of your posts, a lot of your profiles. And I think a lot of you provide content. You know, content's important. You want to inspire, teach, entertain, right? Teaching. But you got to mix it up, and the selfies work well because people stop at images, right? Some of you just quote, or just link to blog, or Facebook like. Afterwards, when people, especially when you're clamming or meeting a co-market, this just scrolling, everything looks the same. It's called I forgot what's called, fatigue, just eye fatigue. Just everything looks the same, right? But you want something to stand out. And that's why selfies are really good. So people stop at images. Selfies also tell a story. For example, when I cut off my hair, one of the best things to do was best way to share a story, talk about the story, the ordeal, catches people's attention is the selfie, right? What else could I be sharing about? So think about a story. Word, like an image, picture's worth 1,000 words. Think of when you take a selfie, it's a story behind it. Behind the scenes could be good, right? For example, an idea could be, hey, one of the things and you're sharing vulnerability at the same time. Vulnerability is a part of sharing, of content, right? People want to know you're a real person. So you'll work at home and you can show your mess, right? Like the mess with the kids' toys. Hey, part of part of the joys of working at home is you get to be with your kids, but sometimes you got to deal with this. And you do a crazy face with all the huge mess in there, right? And people are like, you're more relatable. Okay, you're more real people, and that's what people want to connect with. So here are a couple of tips about taking selfies. Number one, you want to try different angles. Do different angles. Now, I personally always like, and here's a tip for Facebook Lives, I like to be the camera at eye level, right? At the nose level. Oh no, some people like a little like this, a little higher, right? Which looks all right. I personally like it on the same level as my nose, right? Some you can experiment looking down as well, but play around with it. But by the way, when you're doing a Facebook Live presentation, it should always be nose level because it communicates posture, right? But when you are doing like a selfie, it may not necessarily showing power and authority. Maybe you want to show vulnerability, like, oh, puppy dog, I'm helpless. Look at the mess of my kids. Maybe up here. Right? Maybe you want to sound confident. You're looking down at the camera. So experiment with it. If you actually follow the stuff I do on Instagram, I do different. I've experimented different up to sideways. This landscape, portrait, different ways. But experiment. And here's the thing: you're not gonna, just like in anything consistent. See, with anything you're doing consistent, you're not gonna get it right the first time. Take tons of them, different angles. Right? Different angles. Here's a tip. At events I speak, a lot of times people ask for pictures and they want to take a selfie, and sometimes I see people struggling. I was like, hey, let me help you do it. And I boop, take it, right? Here's a tip to doing it, all right? When you're taking a selfie, I always like to use the thumb. So if you are holding, like trying to, for example, I'm taking a selfie, I'm trying to some people do it this way, hard, because your hand is shaking as well, right? So I wouldn't, say I was taking a selfie here, I wouldn't do it here. Hey, you know what what's easier is using the thumb. So I'm going here. I just took a selfie, right? Selfie. I could do a high angle, low angle, right? So it's using the thumb because you're holding the phone a lot better with these two hands and using the thumb. And the good thing about a thumb, you can take a lot of them. See, I took a whole bunch of them. I took like 15 of them right there. Okay. By the way, I have a lot of practice with my kids. Well, kids, we take tons and tons of selfies. We take like a couple of selfies a day. They're great for memories. Again, hold it with your two fingers like this. That's the way I have it. If you have like one of these pop-up sockets, it's good as well. But I normally just hold it, and I use my thumb and just rapid fire press it. Okay? Hey, take selfies. Practice. Take selfies with your dog. I take a lot of selfies with Obi. Okay? Different things. I like to like different angles and be artistic. Have fun with it, right? So takes practice, but it's a lot of fun. Another thing is when you're posting, you might want to use a filter. Now there's different apps for that. One of my favorite apps is Snapseed, one of the best apps. I think you have to pay for it. I forgot. I got a couple years. It's been a couple years and I'm still using it. So that's how good it is. Over is another good one. But you want to keep it simple. The phone itself, right, has filters in there. Use a filter. Choose something that makes it stand out. All right. So anyway, those are the benefits of taking selfies. Take a selfie. Now, I wouldn't say every post is a selfie, but it could be every other post, every once a week. Definitely show a post. They're really best when sharing vulnerability. Like you're really sad, you're really angry, you're really happy, right? Share your feelings. Are great for telling a story, communicating. So make sure your action step is, I want you to take at least one selfie. Post a selfie this week and play around with it. And afterwards, let me know what's your favorite angle, right? Again, all the different angles are different purposes. Telling a story again. Like I said, there's different ones up here, middle, and looking down. But play around it. Post a selfie today or this week. Share a story behind it and tag me. Let me know how you do. Anyway, post a selfie. It makes your content way more engaging and shows more of a real you.